this is Linda Abraham, founder of Accepted.com with Ion Admissions. I'd like to discuss today EMBA applications. I'm motivated to discuss EMBA applications. It's on my mind because at Accepted.com we're preparing for our next webinar, which is called 4 Essentials for Your EMBA Application, and that will be on February 17th. In any case, we're working on it. It's on my mind, and one of those 4 essentials is commitment. Now, commitment is important really in any school-specific application, be it for college, your supplemental essays on the Common App, graduate school, it doesn't matter, with secondary essays, law school applications, medical MBA applications. It's important for all of them. But for an example on how to show commitment, I'm going to focus today on the Executive MBA, and specifically Chicago. Now, in order to show commitment to an MBA program, you need to show 2 things. 1, that you know the program, and 2, that you've carved time from your schedule to succeed in the program, to excel in the program. In order to show knowledge of the program, you have to learn about the program. And there are 3 main ways that you can do so. The first way is obviously the school's website. That will present you with the school's perspective on its program, what its requirements are, the curriculum, the demands, and you need to understand that both to intelligently decide whether you want to attend and also to respond to the questions. The next thing you should look at is independent sources of information on the school, non-school picked, and those are usually current students and recent alumni. And you should definitely seek out people, current students and recent alumni whom you can talk to, correspond with, and get their perspective on the EMBA experience at whatever school you're applying to. Again, for purposes of this video, we're talking about Chicago. The best way to get that perspective is to visit, and then you'll get both perspectives. You'll get the school's perspective and the student's perspective on the program. However, that's not always possible. If you can visit, great. If you can't, then you should attend school receptions or perhaps online events, again, to get a better sense of what the school is about and hopefully interact with current students and recent alumni. So that's the first element. And doing that research, by the way, especially the interactive elements, allows you to show commitment as well as to get the information that will further show your commitment. So there's 2 elements to the research. Then you get to the nitty-gritty. Okay, now you know that Chicago booth meets on Friday and Saturday every other week. You know that it has 4 week-long sessions that you're going to be required to attend. You know they're going to be out-of-class assignments. So how are you going to cope with that? Is your significant other supportive? And then what concretely does that support mean? Being supportive is one thing. What is your spouse or significant other going to do differently or help you, relieve you of certain household chores or responsibilities? Are they going to pay the bills? Are they going to do the dishes? Are they going to pick up the kids? Or perhaps your parents will get involved with certain carpool responsibilities if you're at that stage of life. Those kinds of concrete details, not just supportive, not just in favor of, that are going to help you succeed and excel in the EMBA program or what you want to bring out in your application. And then, of course, there's the whole professional sphere. Again, you're going to be gone every Friday and Saturday. You're going to have out-of-class assignments. You're going to be expected to be away for 4 one-week sessions, unless you're, even if you live in Chicago, you're not going to be in the office. If you're self-employed, do you have somebody to whom you can delegate your responsibilities so that your business will continue to run? If you are an employee, what is your boss doing to make sure that you will be fully engaged and fully present and not on your BlackBerry outside in the hall when class is in session? Is there somebody going to take over some of your responsibilities? If so, these are some of the details and the concrete measures that have to be brought out in your application essay. Now, the unique challenge of most EMBA applications, including Chicago's, is that it doesn't explicitly ask, how are you going to handle these time demands? The closest it comes is its first question, which reads, why are you seeking an MBA from Chicago Booth, and what do you hope to experience and contribute while in the program? Maximum 2 pages. I'm going to read the question quickly again. Why are you seeking an MBA from Chicago Booth? And what do you hope to experience and contribute while in the program? So clearly you need to show that you know the particulars of the program, and I'm not saying you should just regurgitate what's on the website. It's how are those particulars going to help you achieve your professional and educational goals? That's the why are you seeking an MBA from Chicago Booth. And in terms of what are you going to experience and contribute to the program, well, that's where you can sneak in some of those steps you intend to take. Because you're going to delegate certain responsibilities, or your boss is going to turn over certain responsibilities to somebody else so that you can be fully engaged in your study groups, in the classroom discussion, in the challenging environment of Chicago on those Friday and Saturdays. And you have the cooperation or the assistance of your parents or spouse in terms of taking over certain responsibilities of family paperwork or of childcare. Those kinds of concrete steps, which you definitely don't want to devote the whole 2 pages to, but inserting some of those details, sneaking them in, you don't have to sneak anything, stating those details, including those details in your essays, will add tremendously to the concept of this person knows what they're getting into, and this person really is committed to completing the program successfully and with commitment and participation. So I hope those tips will help you with your EMBA application, specifically with Chicago EMBA application, but I think Chicago really is intended here as an illustrative example. And I hope this video is also just a brief introduction to our upcoming webinar, The 4 Essentials of an Executive MBA Application. I will not be presenting it, I will be moderating it. Jen Weld and Cindy Tokamitsu will be presenting it. Jen Weld served 4 years as Cornell as an assistant director of admissions at Cornell's EMBA program, and Cindy Tokamitsu is the author of Ace the EMBA and the EMBA Edge, and she has been helping applicants gain acceptance to top EMBA and MBA programs since 1998. I hope you can join us then. Thank you very much for listening. This is Linda Abraham with Eye on Admissions.